Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right. Happy Friday, everybody. You are here live with Neve. It is 10 o'clock in beautiful New York City, and we're looking out. The ocean is gorgeous. The weather's great. It's a little cool, about 45, and it's beautiful. And as soon as we get done here, I plan to go out and get a little sun on my studio tan, which is a little white. I'm ghastly pale. And there's Graham, my buddy from Australia. Everybody watching, please check out Graham's show. He's a monster. He's a great guy. We're going to have him on. I want to let him talk about some of the great things he does. He's not only a great human being, he's a very humanitarian-minded soul, and we love him. I've got to have him on the show. I watched him this morning, I believe, or late last night. So today, we've got all kinds of great stuff coming up. Before we get rolling too much, we've also got my friend Damon Fowler will be on with us later today for our usually West Coast-centered show. He will be calling in to talk about his new blues album, which is killer. It's at number 15 on the blues chart. And Damon is an amazing, phenomenal guitar player. If you haven't heard of him or seen him play, do yourself a favor. If you want to hear what the real blues is all about, Damon Fowler will be with us today at 4 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Western Pacific time. And we've got a bunch of stuff. I have some 12-year-old kids. We have a special pop-up show on Sunday, a band called Slither. Slither is 2 10 and 12-year-old kids, and they are unbelievable. I got such a nostalgia rush to being that age and playing. I had a great band, Mom, and so do they. Their mom, Cynthia, just does an amazing job. They're great. And I say this, I'm not just having them on here because they're a kids band. I'm having them on because they really do kick ass. And like you know, we have lots of people who come and go. Usually today we would be joined by Mike Imparato, our rant man, but he has some.
But we do have him here. We do have him here.
We do have him here. Good morning, Julie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm peachy, man. You look all perky. I'm all ready for the world. Got some, I'm ready. I just got to get out in the sun a little bit. But
yeah,
we have a great guest coming on later. We have the lovely and talented Hira.
Hira.
I am so sorry, Hira. I'm bastardize every word and name I can try to.
Yeah, we all do sometimes. Yeah, she's waiting in the wings. But yeah, she's waiting in the wings after Mike. But we have Mike ready to go, and he has a rant ready and set to go whenever we're ready. So
well, cool. Well, I also, just before we get rolling with the rant, everybody who's been watching, all of you folks who logged in, who haven't been here the first time, thank you for coming on. And for anybody from ISSA who's watching, I am the ISSA representative here in Asbury Park, and I welcome all of you people who are watching for the first time to join all the other ISSA friends we have made. The list goes on. I don't want to say too many. I'll leave somebody out. I mean, we got Sam Rourke's great. We've got Jay,
I'll tell you,
Jay Luke. We've got, who else do we got?
Hira.
We got Hira. We got Craig Coleman. So all of you guys watching on ISSA, please, we'd love to have you on. I'm going to talk to Hira about her nominations. And we got so many friends who are getting nominated that we love to death. It's really hard to choose between who, comes on. So I'm telling everybody from ISSA, come on down. We'd love to talk to you, especially in the next month. If we can't get to you before the awards, we'll do it after. But hit us up. Hit my private message or hit up Julie on private message, and we'll bring you on. Just come on down. If you're nominated, or even if you're not, reach out. We'll put you on anyway. So that's about it. And I guess we're going to go to Mike Imparato. It's 4 after 10, so let's roll.
Let's see what he has. Oh,
hey,
Mikey.
Michael, what the heck are you doing?
Oh, I'm making a bowl of cereal.
What do you mean you're making a bowl of cereal?
I'm making a bowl of cereal because I'll tell you exactly what I mean. So This shit here, Alpen muesli, whatever freak muesli even means, this is basically, hold on, let's go to the ingredients. Cardboard.
No, it's
no sugar added. So, hey, this is probably like $4 for this box, right? Because it's coming all
$5.
It's coming all the way from Sweden or Norway, wherever it's coming from. Since it tastes like cardboard and it looks like cardboard, I figured, hey, we can save all types of money. I'll just make my own by cutting some cardboard up.
Oh my gosh.
And now I'm enjoying a nice bowl of Alpen muesli. Here we go. Just a little cardboard. No, good. This is good.
Oh my gosh.
Moral of the story: if you love somebody, don't feed them this shit. It's the most horrifying experience. I don't care if it has 48 grams of fiber. What do you want me to do? Blow my freaking intestines out? I want to get my intestines cleaned. I'm down to car wash like freaking Medea. This is ridiculous. Ingredients: cardboard,
No,
and
it's
more
not.
cardboard with no sugar added.
It's healthy,
So,
healthy.
well, for people that have no money, if the food bank is closed, just get a piece of cardboard and preferably scissors that don't come apart. Because now I gotta try and get, here we go, get them back together and add more cereal to my freaking bowl. So, please, if you love somebody, don't pick this up in the freaking supermarket. It's horrible. I don't care if they sue me, because it's my personal opinion that this tastes like shit.
And it's my personal opinion that it tastes great.
But we all know how it works, Alice. I'm the king of the castle. The king, Alice. No, this is bad. So please, if you love somebody, don't bring this shit home. End the rant.
I'm calling for some Valium. Please, get him 10 milligrams of Valium IV immediately. We're just getting started. The only thing I'm afraid of with Mike is he's going to actually stress out and have a stroke while we're doing the show. I don't know if he's liable. I don't know if he's liable. I don't know who is, but I'm sure the lawyers will let us know.
Oh, because I got to tell you, the whole time I'm going, oh God, Mike, please don't eat the cardboard. Please don't eat the cardboard.
I was going to say, that shit, it really does taste awful. So for Graham's watching, I have to ask our friend from the Antipodes, do you like Vegemite, Graham?
Oh. Sorry.
I had some in Holland and it was awful. Really awful.
Oh God.
I don't care how buzzed you are in Amsterdam, you can be out of your mind and you don't want to eat that shit. Hey man, I'll get you hooked up. You commented on my hat.
There you go.
GoneCountryHats.com. I am a spokesperson and all around Gone Country Hats kind of guy. They had to make my custom made bling edition, the Neil Van Erty edition. Or the Neve edition. For those of you who don't know, my name is not Neve because I'm like Prince or any of these other people who have one name monikers. It's because my name is Neil Ernest Van Erty. Count the letters. There's like 28 of them, for Christ's sakes. So,
are there really?
Live with Neil Ernest Van Erty. 4, 8.
That's 11 I got.
Well, you know.
Oh, wait, I
Ernest
forgot the
Van
Ernest. I forgot the Ernest. Wait. E-R-N-E.
You see how great we are at math?
17. Right?
Well, it's too many. We can agree to that.
Yeah, you're right.
You should hear me on the phone trying to talk to people when they ask me to spell my name. I'm like, I'm going to spell it phonetically. Vafanculo, first word. A is for asshole. N is for nerd. I'm not going to go on. I've had too many nicknames over my years. Neve is better. People remember it. And it looks a lot better on the screen than Neil Ernest Van Erty. So that's it. Well, we're almost, not quite. Do we have any other, I wish we had another clip of Mike because he just really got me into a good ranting mood. I'll get into a rant mode just for a second for Mike.
Yeah, go ahead. We've got about 5 minutes, so you can go ahead and do that before we have to hit our break, and then bring Hira.
For anybody who has ever had to deal with the healthcare system, which is all of us.
Oh God!
And I will just tell you, the other day I was paying a bill, and I told the woman, "Here's my info. I want to pay this bill over the phone," and it wasn't happening. Like, no matter how long I talked with her. And then she got booted out of the system, has to ask me all my information again. Then I go to the next operator. They ask me the exact same information. 2 operators later, I'm on the phone, reduced to a state of raving delirium. I just was like, please, can we just get this sorted out? And I told him, I said, look, if somebody's calling to pay my medical bills, you don't need their name and address. Just get the credit card number. I don't know if any of you out there are independently wealthy. You want to start paying some of my medical bills. I'll give you the line and, you can take care of it. It's crazy. I said, the same thing with the power company. I call them. Got to go through 30 questions they've asked. Then when I talk to the operator, they ask me the same questions again. Now, they can hire me as a time motion supervisor, and I will streamline their process. They will not like me, but I will make them an avenging warrior of data, and they will be able to bleep small children. Oh, who we got here? Now, that's good. Pam, we always love to have you here.
That's a good one, Pam. Sorry, go ahead. Finish what you're saying, Neil.
No, it's just, the whole thing with all these systems we're supposed to be on, have you ever noticed every time you call anywhere, due to COVID, we have longer than expected waiting time. It's like bullshit. You fired half the people. How about all the people you fired? Hire you to work at home on the phone and pick the goddamn thing up. A little strategic planning here would go a long way. So anyway, I've channeled as much of Mike as I can. I'm not usually too hyper and excited. So I'm not really today, It's a beautiful day. I got food on my table. I've got great guests here. I'm going to play some killer music. And I hopefully have a bunch of new people watching. There you go.
Well, I just want to add to yours because can you somebody please explain to me why I have to have the COVID question to me over the phone for a telehealth visit? Do COVID germs now magically make their way through devices?
It's been rumored on the World Weekly Gazette, and they have Bat Boy is also on that issue.
Because I'm like perplexed now because now they turned into calling, like when you call it like a call center, instead of asking you actually questions, they just roll it into a statement and you just have to sit there and listen to their legalese and before you can go on to the next step. When you call a call center, it's the same thing now. It's the same thing now with the COVID guidelines. They just roll it into a statement and you just have to stand there and hear it. And even though I keep saying I can't hear or understand anything you're saying, they just keep waving at me and I just have to stand there and listen. So, okay, so now that's preventing COVID germs from spreading. So now all it is just wasting my time and aggravating the shit out of me every day.
All this talk of COVID, I'm getting triggered. Oh my God, I think I'm gonna have a runny nose now. It's all your fault, Julie. You're just so mean, you big brute.
And then there was the swear word police because I said, this is fucking asinine when I walk by the rent-a-cop. And then he chases me into the building where a valet touches me to warn me that the rent-a-cop, that the swear word police were chasing me. And the swear word police fly in underneath a railing where I'm trying to walk up the steps to go to my doctor's office, which is the ENT because I'm having hearing problems because I'm a lifelong musician. Right. Well, he gets in my face like this, violating all the COVID laws and rules. And he tries to berate me. I'm like, I'm sorry, are we in kindergarten here? I told him to back off. He doesn't. I have to jump off of the fourth step, go 6 feet backwards and I'm like, what in the hell is going on? I'm just trying to get to my doctor's office. You're physically blocking me. And it was ridiculous. Then I get a threatening warning letter for being in violation of COVID rules. I spoke to the person there. I told them everything that happened and they had nothing to say about it because they had violated every COVID guideline out there. They never took my temperature.
Don't worry, that's just you.
It was hilarious.
Do not
it was hilarious.
confuse the bureaucrats. Please
do not
confuse the bureaucrats. They get testy and their underlings get all pissy.
It was so funny.
I would have told them flat out.
So funny.
I just got tested positive for COVID. I think you better back away.
That's what I should have done.
That's how I roll with it.
That's what I should have done. Because the more I kept saying, I even said, I'm a blood donor. I just gave and I tested negative. No. So that should have rendered everything moot from that point on. But no, I had to listen to the legalese because that is more effective.
Remember, you get punished here on the show as it is. We're going to have to give you 3 ritual spankings live on air. I'm going to get Mike to do it because he's kind of angrier than I am. Julie, we are 10:15. We're about to go. So everybody, live with me, half past the hour, coming at you from New York. We'll be right back. I'm Neil from Live with Neve. We have an exciting connection for our veterans, country music fans, and there is something for everyone. Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. That's right, we've partnered with Gone Country Hats at GoneCountryHats.com. See you soon. Hi, everybody. Neve from Live with Neve. We're just having a little fun driver here, so please PayPal me / at Live with Neve. All right. Yes, that's right. A fine Gone Country hat. Tip your hat to that lady, son. Get your hat. There we go. Everybody's got to get a hat from Gone Country. We got to get here a hat.
I know. My problem is my headphones. It's just. I know.
That's why I can't wear my phones. Are you getting any feedback from me?
No. Actually, you sound really good. So I got to figure out your trick so I can do that, and also mirror images.
This morning I woke up burgeoning with pimp juice. I was just ready to roll, man.
What?
I was hanging out with Charlie Sheen, and I got some of his tiger blood and pimp juice injections. They've kind of got me all ready to go. You know, I'll tell you a funny story real quick before we bring on Hira. My friend Jack and I went out to see the Replacements at Forest Hill Stadium a couple of years ago. We're sitting in a bar before the concert. Now, my buddy Jack looks a lot like Sammy Hagar, remarkably.
Oh, no.
So we're all sitting there getting drunk, him and I. Some guy comes over and says, "Is that Charlie?" No, he said, he looks at Jack. He was like, "Are you, Van Hagar? Are you Sammy?"
Yeah, Sammy.
And I just look at him. I go, "Sammy doesn't want to talk to you." And the guy just stops. And then his girlfriend says, "Hey, guy, I think it was Charlie Sheen ragging on you." So it was funny. I don't think I have any resemblance to Charlie Sheen whatsoever, other than I'm a smartass. But I mean, I've got standards, and they're even higher than Charlie Sheen's. So I got to tell you, I don't know. But at any rate, it was fun because the whole time we were in there, they were all speculating that we were Charlie and Sammy hanging out at the Replacements concert. See the Mats. It was a great show. In fact, I can't wait till concerts start. Forest Hills is an excellent venue, and there's a great bar around the corner. And even though I don't drink anymore, I'm going to go in there and eat a bunch and watch all the shit-faced people having fun.
There you go.
You got to live. But
speaking of,
I think it's time. There we are. Good morning or good evening, Hira.
Good evening. Good morning. Hope you're having a lovely start to the day. I asked somebody to help bring me a hat too.
All right. Great. Yeah. Well, your hat looks better on you than mine does on me, I've got to tell you.
Thank you. But thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm super, super excited and pumped to actually share and meet you guys. You guys are so full of energy. I just love it.
Thank you.
Well, I'm glad you like it. We like you too. I've listened to your songs and I'm very impressed. And because you're in Issa, in the Issa family, we're glad to have you here. I have so many friends who are up for awards that it's like hard, you can't
pick and
choose amongst all your friends, you're like, oh gosh, I'm going kind of crazy with that. But, we'll talk about Issa. I think it's a great organization. I'm glad. I'm just about to start my first hosted event, which will be in July. So I'm real excited about that. It's a little longer than I'd hoped, but COVID's kind of mucked up everything. And,
that's true.
We'll have a songwriters open house in Asbury Park. I'm working on a venue right now. And hell, if you get over here to New York sometime, we'll come by and have you on. We'll do it here live in the.
I would love that. Right now we can't fly out the country, but I would love to be in the New York actually.
So do you live in Kuala Lumpur? Or?
Yes, I do. Yes, I.
Beautiful place.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a really, really wonderful place. I think the weather is just lovely and sunny all year round. If it's not rainy, that's about it. But
it's like here in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So how did you get started as an artist? When did you begin?
I was just talking to Jules off before the show started, and she just shared how she was from a musical family. I'm from the exact opposite. I'm not from a musical family, so no one in my family actually sings. We don't really listen to the radio. It's just something like, oh, we don't really take notice of. And you had this 5-year-old girl, which was me, who kept insisting like, hey, I wanted to sing. So if I learned a nursery rhyme, I swear I'll be shouting at the top of my lungs, pretending
Good for
I was
you.
yeah. So that's where it
Right.
started, and but nothing really happened, I guess. So I just kept wishing to be a star, and I never did anything about it. So even if I could sing, I just never posted a video. I never wrote a song. I never did a performance. I was just busy complaining why I wasn't a singer. So my life really changed when I was like about 14, when I met this platform called ET Ideas. So it's like extraterrestrial ideas. But basically, they develop adults to actually get their passions and careers lined up. So like basically start your passion and make that into a career. So they worked with adults. And here's a 14-year-old girl who came up and said, I want to be a singer. And for the first time in my life, my mentor, he's still my mentor, Ilango, he actually said, okay, let's start. And I think that was a shocker for me because I've never heard of the fact that somebody said, okay, let's start. So I got to ask you, is it normal to be a singer in the US? Because it's not really a normal, acceptable thing here in Malaysia. So I got to ask you
Well,
that.
I'll tell you, my family has no musical talent. My mom was declared a menace to society, excuse me, by her piano teacher. And I will tell you, I had the best, yeah. My mom played, like, she'd sit and play all those songs on the organ, you know, Little Brown Jug and all this other crap. And she hated it, but she did it just to sort of goof around. But yeah, her piano instructor was an Austrian, and she'd smack her knuckles.
Yeah.
She didn't play with proper form. She'd get a crack.
Oh, no.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, getting.
But when you ask, you know, is it normal? Specifically, what when you say that as to what to
Okay, so yeah,
more
probably I
singers?
should share why I say is it normal or not, because in Malaysia it's not exactly like a celebrated thing. It's more like a shocking thing, like, oh no, what's wrong with my child? So
Right.
Yes.
yes.
In my
You know
family,
what? For everybody in the arts, people will always tell you what you can't do. And I will just say, don't tell them your dreams, just do them. Let your skill and your talent, your joy, let it speak for itself. You know, and I think that that's a universal thing. Like my parents, I was supposed to go to vet school, and I wanted to go to law school, and I just ended up. I've been a musician since I was 5 years old. You know, 6 years old, and played professionally from about 10. So I really grew up playing music. My mom was a great band mom. We had a Honda Civic. We'd pack it full of drums, a drum set, me, and the bass player. We'd be like packed in with the hatch open, rehearsals. She was great. But tell me, how did your parents react? I can assume they had the same reaction at first.
So for me, I'm really, really glad because my mom is one of the most supportive people ever. Although she was not approving, she just never told me about it. So she'll just like, okay, you want to do this? Okay. But she internally, she'll be like shocked. So when we met at ET Ideas, that's when I actually realized, how do you start? So they actually groomed me not only to take action in the music industry, but actually correct myself. So all the doubts that I have, all the issues that I have with myself, how do I work better with people? So yeah, it's actually been a long journey, but it's been a very, very kind one because I always have mentors to correct me if I'm going off track even a little bit. So my family, my mentors, they're amazing. That's the only reason why I'm here. I swear, if not, I would have given up or I would have messed up somewhere big and I would have not have known why. So I think that's the most important thing, to have the right people to guide you. So,
sure.
Yeah.
I agree with you 100%. And I've had many great mentors in my life. I was a Full Sail graduate, and I have several people there that really changed my career for the better, opened up directions I would have never thought of on my own. And I enjoyed my time there. And, you know, I always ask myself, what would so-and-so think about this when I'm in a certain situation? And I it kind of gets you some clarity. I tell people that, like I tell Julie sometimes, you got to make a decision. Just ask yourself, what would I do, and do it. 99% of the time, she'll do it. In fact, she'll probably call and send it to me and say, oh, I don't think this is very good. I just whipped this together. And I'll look at it and be like, it's great. It's fucking great. Or she may sign somebody on a date. I'm like, perfect. And I love it because she can read my mind. I can usually read hers pretty good.
Neil,
the line. Go ahead.
yeah. Neil and I have known each other for over 20 years. The way we met was I was new at, like I said, playing bass and writing, like really writing music. And Neil was a producer and an engineer, so that's how I hooked up with him, and he agreed to help produce my first solo album. And
Wow, that's so amazing.
yeah, so and
fun.
then and it was fun, and I learned so much. He took me genuinely, and just very he was very giving, and took me under his wing, and it became my mentor and showed me and taught me so much.
Just dragged her down into the gutter, let me tell you.
But he taught me more, even though I'm working in broadcasting and radio every day, on the air, and I have to learn all of the technical stuff anyways. He took it to all sorts of new levels, because now I'm learning music, not just broadcasting, audio.
Yeah.
I'm learning music audio. So between that, it helped me. I learned how to play better. I learned how to, everything better. So yes,
that's very kind. That's very
well.
kind.
No, it's all true. So working with Neil has just been, it's been an awesome experience. He's like, one of those. As they say, you have multiple soulmates in your life that help you through life, and he's one of mine. And he's helped me throughout my life. So, and I'm very appreciative.
And I'm up for a Mother Teresa Award this year, and I'm going to be, getting impaled on the crucifix for Easter. Excuse me, that's it. We'll have to wait till next year.
Oh God, yeah. If you only knew the stories, though, yeah.
I've lived a rich and varied existence. I will tell anybody out there who's guessing. The stories are
so
out
let me
there.
ask. So now that we've talked a little bit, what do you want to play for us? What would you like to play for us first?
I think probably the first song that I'll sing is or I hope you don't mind if I sing originals. I think I really like.
Yes, of course. We want. That's what we want.
Prefer it. All our friends at ISSA want to hear it too.
Oh, thank you. So I'm a singer-songwriter and a performer, but I like to use this term that I'm changing the world with music, because I feel like songs are so powerful, whether you realize it or not. So they really make your day great or not great subconsciously. So if you could actually just listen to good music all the time, you just be happier without even knowing why. So I try to write problems that I face and go through in song, like to kind of capture the message. So if ever I forget, I can actually refer back to it. And thankfully, people enjoy my messages and relate to them. So this is one very relatable song, apparently.
Yes.
Why I say apparently, because I never thought of it as something big. This is a song that I wrote called Note to Self. And I just thought, okay, I'm going to write a song about what 9-year-old me would have wanted to hear, or 13-year-old me, or like 20-year-old me. And then I didn't realize how many people resonated with that. So when I performed it here in Kuala Lumpur, and we had like the Short and Sweet Festival Malaysia, it actually won Audience Choice Award, which shocked me a lot, because I was like, what? This song? Okay, of all songs. Okay. So
it's always like that. Yep.
Yeah, so that's how life works, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoy it. This is Note to Self. So yeah.
Excellent.
All right. I hope all sounds good. Now you're all me, she was worried about who her friends were on the playground. She wanted everyone to like her. 6-year-old me, she had a dream. She wanted to sing, she made us believe. Oh man, I'm so sorry. I gotta sing it again. I'm not happy because this thing is really disturbing my hand. I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I can't play the guitar stand in the background.
No sweat. Be kind. We'll hear it again.
All right, we'll do it again. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, go. 9-year-old me, she was worried about who her friends were on the playground. She wanted everyone to like her. The truth is 13-year-old me hit puberty. Thought she was ugly and didn't believe that anyone would like her. Looking back now, Note to self, take a breath, take it easy, don't get stressed. Life's a whole lot more than you understand. Note to self, take it in, live every moment you're living in. Life's a whole lot sweeter than you think it is. I hope this message finds you when you need it most. It's true, there are bright days. 19-year-old me, she was crazy. She was worried about who she would be. Oh, she still thought she wasn't good enough. A 6-year-old me, she had a dream. She wanted to sing and she made us believe, oh, how good and happy life could be. Looking back now, I would have said, note to self, take a breath, take it easy, don't be stressed. Life's a whole lot more than you understand. Note to self, take it easy, live every moment you're living in. Life's a whole lot sweeter than you think it is. I hope this message finds you when you need it most, baby. It's true, there are brighter days. You may be young and clueless, but no, you're not hopeless. You may not think you'll come through, but trust me, baby, I'm you. So I would say this life turned out great. Note to self, take a breath, breathe, take it easy, don't get stressed. Life's a whole lot more than you understand. Note to self, take it in, live every moment you're living in. Life's a whole lot sweeter than you think it is. I hope this message finds you when you need it most. I hope this message finds you when you need it most. I hope this message finds you when you need it most. It's true, there are bright days. Yeah, so that's what it's like.
All right, everybody, that's Hira. We're going to be right back. We're at the bottom of the hour. We're going to be right back for some more music. You're listening to Hira, and she's killing it. Greetings to all my Issa friends.
Here we are at the base of the old bridge that was washed out in 1990, forcing them to build a brand new bridge. We're very close to the spot where Bill Skeeto was hung back in December 3rd, 1864. We will go explore that spot shortly. We just wanted to show you the base of the bridge that forced them to cover up the hole with tons and tons of cement and rock.
Hi, this is Leland Sklar, and I am hanging with Neve, and I am having the best time of my life.
Live with Neve, Fridays on the East Coast from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m.
All right, all right. How about that set, man? Here, just tore it up. I have to tell you, it was funny. She had to restart, but you could tell the click happened.
Oh
We all
yeah.
know, everybody who plays in a band knows that feeling when you first go up. And sometimes, like, all of us hate stopping a song. But you know what? She came back in and she just like,
Oh
you can
yeah.
tell
Yeah.
the switch went off in her head.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then about the third or fourth verse in, she started to really get comfortable and chill. And it was great. So, Hera, let's
That's
have
the
her
way it
back
is.
on.
Hey, yeah.
You
Hey, Aaron,
great.
that was beautiful. That was
Thank you
wonderful. I
so
think
much.
you
I'm
did
glad
a
you liked
great
it.
job.
Hey,
Great
Yeah.
hey, we
song.
got Sam here from Issa. She's in the audience. Sam's in
Hey,
the
Sam.
house.
Hi, Sam.
You know, Sam,
What's
she's the
up?
bomb, man. She's just my favorite, one of my favorites. In fact, I can't wait for those watching. I am still going to Nashville. It looks like it's going to be in June, though. I still have to get the dates sorted out, but remember, I was damaged, but I'm now ready to roar. Almost ready for
Oh,
prime time.
I
There
And
see.
you go.
we'll be
Hi,
having
Tava.
Sam there doing some playing.
So
Hello,
what?
Tawani.
Yeah. So
What
that's
else?
one of
Tawani, will you
yeah, that's
sign
one
up?
of oops,
Sign
sorry.
up for the
That's one of my
show.
students. Yeah, that's the mom actually watching and probably with her son. I'm not sure. So
Ah.
yeah.
So, tell me, what are your plans for the future? Do you have new stuff you're always working on? Is that how it rolls? Pretty much just always a revolving wheel?
Yeah, so we just released Feel Alive this year, which is the
Hmm.
song that actually got nominated at the ISA, and also it's currently playing on Malaysian radio. So I kind of think every day is like a roller coaster, something that's unexpected happens. Like I'm unexpectedly on this show, and it's so incredible. So going with the flow, but also constantly making sure that we can release music that really impacts people's life. So other than being a singer-songwriter, I'm actually also a co-founder of a youth movement. So to make
Great.
sure, to make sure that more youngsters can do what they are passionate about without having to wait up till they're 18 actually, so they could actually find their passion and actually start younger like me. So so
Well,
that's
that's really exceptional. You know, you've got a lot of drive, and that's great because it's all positive energy. I like you. I can tell. You know, some people come on and they have to affect a smile or look, but you just have a happy smile from your heart, and I dig that. That's really cool.
So
Julie,
how can people get a hold of you to get to this foundation and be a part of it?
Yeah, so this youth movement is called Ascendance. You could actually check us
Okay.
out on Facebook. We started this about 6 years ago, back when I was still in high school. So
Okay.
they can actually, I'm currently their advisor. I used to be their COO, but as of this year, I'm retired, kind of, to actually
Okay.
let the younger generation, the current ones, like the 10 to 15, actually run the show instead of someone who's 20 who probably is a little out of touch of what's
oh,
currently
you're
going on
just
in the
so
show.
old. My God, I mean, I can't be hanging
I'm
around with
so
some old lady
sorry.
like you.
Yeah, but I still really work closely with Ascendants and also my music performance classes. So that's who Tawa Mani, that person who just commented when name was on the screen. So yeah, that's what I actually do to actually get youngsters, not only in music, but you could literally love any field. And the idea is to make that happen. You could have the idea to solve world problems, and we want to actually make that something that you can do. So we've set like a mission in the next 5 years to impact 1 million teenagers to actually get that started.
I can't.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. We'll
Congratulations.
look into your organization. We'd love to advertise for you. You know, you're doing something good, and I like people who are actually trying and doing. Even if they don't succeed, if nobody tried, we'd in a world of hurt. And it's like Mr. Rogers said: when stuff's going wrong, look to the helpers. People are heading towards the tragedy rather than thinking about
Right.
what's going on.
With them
And
running away
you
from
have
it.
such a
Yeah.
great spirit. I'm really glad to have you on the show. So tell me, what else have you got prepared for us? They can listen to me talk all day, and they don't want to hear that. They'd much rather hear you sing. What have you prepared for us for our next cut?
All right, so this might be a bit different. Like I mentioned, I do write songs. I write songs that change the world, right? So I talk
Yes.
about things that people normally don't talk about. So things like finding your happiness, which is Feel Alive, which I will play at the end. Hopefully, I'll get you all to sing
Yes.
along with me.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be great. I love
And
that song.
yeah, and one of the things that I wrote about is insecurities, yes, but this song is about ego, or more in particularly my ego, and how sometimes when you think you're better than people, it gets in the way of working with them. So this one was a lesson that my mentor kind of like, hey, dude, watch out where your ego's going. You're actually just gonna tumble and fall without you even knowing. So it's a lesson I think you have to be constantly reminded, because ego just like kind of creeps up onto you. The moment you think you got it, that's where it will come.
Yeah, don't ever get
Yes.
too complacent about anything in life. You take stuff for granted, and that's when shit happens that you don't want to happen in life. Friendships,
the
they need to
flavor
be
at-
maintained. You think about the people how many of them pick up the phone once in a while or hit you up to say, hey, how are you? You feeling all right? I got a lot of friends, and I'm thankful for them, especially during COVID, because, we were all going crazy. Every musician I know is like out of work.
Yeah, and it's hard, and whatever. Okay.
This song is called Fixing Damages. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope the song reaches
We're going to
you
love
too.
it. I know it. Everything I've heard, I've liked.
Yeah. This. I forgive, I forget, I have learned not to live in regret. I've grown much too small, but that doesn't make me strong. Just empty-headed, I'm not saying your head shouldn't be in the clouds. I'm just saying, please take a good look around. It's like yourself, lost between the worlds. Then you gotta wake up and get out. It's not how much you've grown, but your ego has shown. And you gotta wake up and make up for all the damage that you've done. Let's go real fast, will fix the one that we love. This monster that now sees that this is not who I meant to be. I've been right many times, but it's cost me all the lies that I've said. I've cried, but that doesn't mean I'll give up the fight. Just because I'm insane, I'm not saying your head shouldn't be in the clouds. I'm just saying, please take a good look around and find yourself lost between the worlds. Then you gotta wake up and get out. It's not how much you've grown, but your ego has shown. And you gotta wake up and make up for all that damage that you've done. Let's hope you can still fix the one that picked up this monster. But now seems that this is not who I aim to be. It's not too late, no. But sorry it's gonna cut it. If you're gonna shine, you gotta be kind to the lowest. I'm not saying your head shouldn't be in the clouds. I'm just saying, please take a good look around. Everybody yourself, lost between the worlds. Then you gotta wake up and get This is not who I aim to be. I forget, I have learned not to live in regret. Yeah.
That was
All right,
beautiful.
everybody. Here, we're going to go to
Yeah,
the
it's
break
good,
real
girl.
quick, and we're going to be right back. We're going to have some more music. We're live with Neve, and it is 1:45. We'll be right back with Hira.
Yeah, see you. Hey guys, I'm international singer-songwriter Hira, and I'm on Live with Neve. See you guys soon.
All right. How about it, man? Hira is tearing it up. Just a great kid. I know you're not a kid, you're an adult, but to an old guy like me, you're a kid. And I love your enthusiasm and the fact that you're just going out, and the fact that you've set your sights high on life. Keep them there. Don't let them down as you get older. Keep chasing
Thank
your
you.
dreams. Just be positive, and people will respond to it. Be yourself. No contrivance. Just you are great as you are, and your mentors are doing a great job. Your voice,
Yeah, yes.
I can tell
Please
you're just
credit
starting
to my
to.
mentors.
You're
Yes,
just starting to get warmed up, and I can hear it because you just keep getting better, and I can hear you. I can hear where you can go. You're a very fine singer, and we appreciate having you on the show. Really do.
Thank you. This has been incredible, truly.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and we'll have you back for sure. But we're going to go to a. No, we're not going
No,
to
we
a break. We're past the
already did the
break.
break. No more
And
breaks.
so, where do people find your material?
All right. So, yes, I'm planning to release quite a number of songs and hopefully a few
Good.
collabs. One in the US too. So
Yay.
it's still being ironed out, but I hope it comes out all well. So you can find me on Spotify and as well as Apple Music and of course YouTube. So yeah, those are where the official songs come out. So you just gotta search Hira. Now, as Neve mentioned, it's not an easy name. Not even here in Malaysia, it's not at all common. So you gotta make sure you spell it right. If not, chances are you're just gonna not find me. But
Well, it's actually easy, right? Because once you realize everything's doubled except for
Yeah.
the H, you're in good shape.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's where you can find my music, the official ones at least. But Instagram, it's where I am, and Facebook too, because that's where I post a lot of live covers, which I really enjoy doing. So
Cool.
yeah,
Good.
Cool.
And how often do you do the live stuff?
we're trying to make it a weekly habit.
Good.
But
Good for
yeah.
you. Good for
Well,
you.
send us an update when you have it. We'll, we can simulcast. A lot of my friends in the music biz, if I'm home and I happen to see their broadcasting, I'll just link and share their stuff on the show. And
Yes.
hopefully we'll get some new friends, and you'll get some new friends from our
That would be
audience.
so incredible. Thank you, Neve and Jules.
Yes,
That's amazing.
yes.
Of course.
We'll subscribe to each other's channels this way. Now we have a bigger network. Yay!
Mm-hmm.
I just love this ISA family, man. I'm so glad because of the pandemic we actually got to meet you guys about this. So it's been an amazing
I keep
community.
meeting some of the most amazing and talented people through our organization. And I will just say, when we have ours here in Asbury Park, I will have a surprise guest from New Jersey who will surprise everybody, maybe a couple. So all I can say
That'll be
is
fun.
I know
there,
how to call
right?
in favors and beg. No. Any rate, how about another song or two? I mean, you're knocking us out, and I can talk, but I'd really like to hear you play some more.
I could play. I've been waiting to play "Feel Alive," so I know Jules is super excited about it. So I'm
Great.
I'm gonna talk a bit about the song because I really feel like I just love explaining the lyrics behind it. Because a lot of times people be like, "Oh, so that was the song, right? That's what it meant," and then I'll be like, "No, there's like 2-3 lessons you could learn from one song." So it's like,
yes,
that's good.
So "Feel Alive," as much as the pandemic has been and is currently still being quite a pain for everybody. It's disrupting,
Sure.
but it gets us to be different. I think even for myself, in my short years of existence, I've already succumbed to the fact of being busy. So I was just busy driving around, I was busy going for meetings, but I wasn't busy writing music. I was just busy complaining that I didn't have time to do music. So the pandemic really shook everything and suddenly gave me like, oh my God, I have so much of free time. And what I did with the free time is suddenly I realized, oh, I'm kind of dependent on other people for my happiness. So I would complain about something and I would expect my mentors or my family to like, correct my thoughts and constantly reassure me I'm doing fine. But as someone if you're constantly if you're actually doing your work, you'll be fine, right? So the idea was to actually realize for me to take happiness into my own hands. So I couldn't depend on other people because they had their own lives to be responsible for. So I had to take responsibility of mine. So that's how Feel Alive came about, because I kept wondering, how do I feel alive? Why do I just feel so suckish? And then the song came about and I just listed down all the excuses I could just give myself and put in a song. And I realized, damn, happiness is my responsibility. So that's Feel Alive.
Sure. Good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice.
And the acoustic version is very different from the live version. The acoustic version is very different than the studio produced version. So I'm very glad that both versions are doing really well, especially the studio produced one. It's currently playing on Malaysian radio. So I don't know about the US. How does it work? Like in Malaysia, we're just slowly starting to play Malaysian artists on the radio. So it's such a big deal for me. So I'm like, dude,
Sure,
US,
of course.
yeah,
Excellent.
And then I picked it up as well. So I was like, wow, that was for the awards in 2021, which happens in September, I think. So Feel Alive got nominated for a few categories, and I was like, okay, wow, people really like the song. So I'm so glad. Yes.
No, it's a beautiful song. And as I was telling Kira before the show, when I was listening to the lyrics, it really touched me because, it's very powerful. And I mean, I teared up at it because especially at the chorus, I'm not going to spoil it by saying it, but when you listen to it and you hear it, it's like, it is very powerful. And I want you to know, Kira, I actually have the recorded version ready here, locked in. So if you want to do both of them, we can. So you let me know whichever one you want to do first.
Yes, could we do the recorded one first, and then we'll do the live one, and I'll get you and Neve to sing along. Yes.
Yeah. Is that okay? Is that okay with everybody?
Okay.
Cool. All right. It's
Let's
going to
roll
just pop up like this. Here we go.
That is what I see. Judgment on myself, automatic. The things hide my mind. Happiness is ideal, but I lose track of time, so I seek for
All right, all right. How
Thank
about
you.
it? Gosh,
Beautiful song. I love that
really,
song.
really a nice job to your producers. They did a very nice mix. I think it sounds really good, and I can't wait to hear more of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah,
that
it
song the
was
other
so
day.
shocking. I mean, it was nominated for 7 Issas, and I'm like, whoa, okay. So I was like, okay, this is very shocking, but it's very good news. And I'm glad that the song is actually getting out there because that's the point of the song. I want people to know
Sure.
that your happiness, I mean, if you could just listen to it and maybe like just be a bit better every day, I think that's my mission accomplished already. So,
Sure.
and I listen to it all the time. Every time I'm sad, I'm like, God, listen to my own song and like think what I'm
Right.
saying.
Yes, yes. Good for you. Now, do you want to share with us the acoustic version?
Yeah, I would love to. So, would you like? Okay, this is up to you, Jules and Neve. Would you actually like to hear the acoustic version of "Feel Alive," or would you like to hear a song that I've never performed live before? I've just like written it like a
Ooh,
month ago. So,
Jules, I think we got to go with the one she hasn't performed live. I mean, you're live with Neve. Why not? Well,
Why
worldwide
not?
debut
Yeah.
here.
Whatever
yeah,
you
okay,
want to
but
do.
this is
Yeah.
like literally the first time.
Okay,
So,
great.
That's okay.
Perfect. We'll take that. Yeah, we're all about
okay,
scooping
I know you're going to do
everybody out
great.
today. Yeah,
yeah.
that's a compliment. We're humbled. Yes, please. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
All right. This is actually called Lose Myself. So a lot of times I think it's very easy to get distracted when you're I think you all understand being a musician. Sometimes you just can tend to get very distracted with all the things happening around you. And then I had my
Yeah.
family and my mentors actually mention to me, it's not about everything that happens around you, it's just about the music. So if you could lose yourself in the music, that would be great. Just keep
Yes,
yourself there.
it.
So that
Yes.
was the inspiration behind this song. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah.
Well, great.
My head get a little crazy, lost in the world of vanity. Sometimes I think all this happened because of me. That was the biggest joke in history. I need clarity. A wise friend once told me that people around you make me feel guilty, got to lose myself in the music of it all. If I could lose myself, then tomorrow I won't fall. If I could lose myself, please remember that for me. If I ever lose myself, then I'm lost eternally. Startling how these easily can go upside down. Just a shift of focus and you're gone. Though it's the same to do it all on your own, I'm glad they pulled me close, never leaving home. A wise friend once told me the people around you makes you beauty. If I could lose myself in the music of it all. If I could lose myself, then tomorrow I won't go. If I ever lose myself, please remember that for me. If I ever lose myself, then I'm lost in ceremony. For a moment I was blind, and then you showed me. For a moment I was blind, and then you showed me. If I could lose myself in the music of it all. There you go.
Very, very nice.
Very beautiful. Beautiful,
For
beautiful.
everybody watching, we have the lovely and talented Hira
Hira.
from Kuala Lumpur. Beautiful place. I guess when we get over there, we'll have to have you give us a tour.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful city. I look forward to someday. It's on my bucket list. So
Thank
And
you.
definitely so is New York as well. It's definitely on my
I
bucket.
guarantee you come to New York, you'll have a great time. Live tour with Neve. I'll show you around.
Thank you
All right,
so much
everybody, we're going to
for
wrap up.
coming on.
Go ahead, Julie. I didn't mean to.
Oh no, you're fine. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing everything, your music and and your energy and
Thank
your
you.
you're just your beautiful soul with everybody. There's not enough
Absolutely.
positivity and that's what we try to spread here on the show is to connect with other people and share
Yeah.
positive energy.
Oh, I should probably
So
share this then. So how one of the things that we're doing is actually we're working at releasing music faster. I mean, for the sake of the fact that mankind needs these songs. So what I've done is actually I started a Patreon page where literally anyone and everyone can actually join. So it's like a $1 a month or like $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month. So it doesn't mean much, but it means a lot to me because collectively we can release these songs faster
Sure.
and earlier. So yeah,
fantastic,
I think
great idea.
Well, great. We're pleased to have you on Live with Neve. And for everybody watching, check out her Facebook page. Hira is excellent, a sweetheart, and we just love you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
See
having
you
me on the
next
show. It's
time.
good to have this.
Welcome
We're
to
gonna rock out
America.
of here.
Yes.
Welcome to America, and we will see more of you soon. So we can't wait to. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.